Hello friends, this is Christopher Davis-Shannon, and today I'm going to show you how to play the lovely old standard, It Had to Be You. We'll walk through the chords to both sections, and then we'll do a play along with the chords and lyrics on screen and a full band so that you can play through the tune with me. The first section sounds a little bit something like this. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me feel true, could make me feel blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Let's play that together. Start with me. We're starting on a G major 7. We go to an E7. And an A9. Leave your ring finger right where it is. And just play an A7 with that finger down. Stay here for 4 measures. Here we go. We're coming up on a D7. 3, 4. Quick B7 to E minor. Regular old A7th, and up to D7th. Let's try that cycle again. Call out the chords. G major 7th. 3, 4, 1, 2. Here comes an E7th. Now that A9, remember, leave your ring finger in place. Stay here twice as long as all the other chords. Up to a D7th. You can play Hawaiian D7th if you want here. B7th quickly to E minor. Now A7th. And D7th. Let's hear what it sounds like with the melody. It had to be you, G major 7. E7's coming up. It had to be you. We're next, A9. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who, going to D7th, could make me feel true. Quick B7th, could make me be blue. There's your E minor. And even be glad, A7th, just to be sad. Up to D7, thinking of you. Let's try it together. It had to be you. Comes E7, it had to be you. I wandered around, finally found that somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Here's the second part. Sounds like this. Some others I've seen might never be me. Sounds familiar, right? Might never be cross, try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill with all your thoughts. I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. So here's our second part. Let's do what we know. So it starts on G major 7 right here. 2 measures again. E7, same as before. Here's our A9, same thing. Now we're going to change it up. We're going to a C. Let's hang out here for a minute. I want to talk about that next chord. This next little cycle is probably the toughest part of the tune, so we're going to work through this a little bit. So we're starting on C for 4 measures, 4 beats. to C minor 6. C minor 6 looks like this. You can play a regular C minor with an open G string if you'd like. It's up to you. I use 2 bars like this to play the chord. Individual fingers is fine. Experiment now. See what's comfortable for you getting from a C, because that's what's important. So here's our C. Let's go to the C minor 6. 4, C minor 6. Back to C. C minor 6. All right, let's go to G major 7. Now our last little cycle here. We're gonna go to this G major 7, then we're gonna do an E flat diminished 7th chord. So let's go to that. 2, 3, 2, 3. Back to G major 7th. It's one of the harder changes, so let's practice it. E flat diminished 7th. And that goes to E minor 7th like this. And then D 7th. And then to G major 7 to end it. All right, so let's walk through that B section now, and I'll call out the chords. G major 7th. Here comes an E 7th. A9. Hanging out here. Now remember, we're going somewhere different. Where are we going? To a C. Here's our C. C minor 6. G major 7th. Diminished E minor to D 7th. And G major 7th. So here's what the B section sounds like. Some others I've seen. Here comes E 7th, might never be me. Up to A9, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. Remember, we're going to a C now. For nobody else gave me C minor 6. Thrill with all your faults. I love you still. It had to be you. Wonderful you. It had to be you. If you're enjoying this lesson, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Join me over on the Tim Man's Magic Ukulele Club, where we're learning this song all month, starting with these basic chords, building a chord melody off of it, talking about chord substitutions, and how to solo over top of the tune. We do this every single month with a new song, and we already have a backlog of nearly 200 lessons for you to dive into. I'll see you all over there. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, I finally found that somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be me, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill with all your faults. I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you.